Have you felt a different energy in recent days? A slight restlessness, more vivid dreams, or perhaps a deep desire to change something in your life? This is no coincidence. We are approaching the June full moon, an event charged with spiritual power, cosmic energy, and hidden meanings. More than just an astronomical phenomenon, this moon acts as a vibrational portal that amplifies everything in motion: thoughts, intentions, emotions, and spiritual connections. What if I told you that this is the ideal time to access a new level of consciousness? That the approaching energy can unblock patterns, accelerate manifestations, and open up paths that have been stagnant for months? In this video, you'll understand why this full moon is so special, what the energy behind it is, what it wants to reveal to you, and how to prepare yourself to receive everything it can activate within you. Stay with me until the end, because this could be one of the most transformative moon phases of your year. And before we start, I invite you to subscribe to the channel so that you can continue to receive more videos like this one. Let's go on this journey of spiritual awakening together. The symbolism of the June full moon. The June full moon is not just another event in the sky. In various spiritual traditions and ancient cultures, this is the moon that marks the threshold between the old and new inner cycles. It is known as the moon of revelations, also called in some native traditions the strawberry moon, the moon of fruits, of the harvest of what has been sown since the beginning of the year. But this harvest is not just physical, it's an energetic and emotional harvest. Everything you have planted in intentions, thoughts, and actions over the last few months is now beginning to take shape in the invisible, even if you can't see it clearly yet. The mid-year gate. June marks the middle of the annual cycle. This is when the sun reaches its maximum point of light in the northern hemisphere, the summer solstice, and darkness begins to gradually return. This dance between maximum light and return to the shadow creates an energy field conducive to illuminate what was hidden inside you. Receive messages that previously seemed confusing. See repetitive patterns that need to be left behind. The full moon acts as a spiritual lantern, revealing not only what is in front of you, but also what you have been refusing to see inside. The spiritual call of June. This is the time when many souls feel the strongest call to awaken. It's common at this stage to feel an inner restlessness, as if something urgently needed to change. Recurring. Signs from the universe. The same time, intense dreams repeating numbers like 1111 or 727. A feeling that I've woken up, but I still don't know what for. This is because June's full moon activates portals of consciousness that were already latent in you. It's a cosmic reminder that something bigger is coming, and that your role in the world is being subtly repositioned. Connection with the feminine and the purpose of the soul. Being deeply connected to feminine energy, this moon invites you to dive into the mystery of your intuition, creation, and inner acceptance. It asks, in silence, are you living your truth? Are you listening to what your spirit is trying to tell you? This is a moon that asks for emotional courage. Courage to feel, to cleanse, to let go, and also to let something new in. The symbolism of the June full moon. There are moons that light the way, and there are moons that open portals. The June full moon belongs to the second category. It doesn't just reflect the light of the sun, it reflects the mysteries of the soul that were hidden in the shadows. That's why in many spiritual traditions this moon is known as the moon of inner vision, the cosmic mirror that reveals the truth that you may have avoided seeing. It's as if the universe is saying, you have reached the point where you can no longer ignore who you really are. The middle moon of the cycle. We're in the 6th month of the year. 6 is the number of harmony, of balance, of the sacred feminine, of conscious creation. And June's full moon appears as a bridge between what you have been and what you are about to become. It announces that the old cycles are dying, cycles of doubt, fear, and sabotage, and that a new time wants to be born, but not from haste, but from the deep integration between what your soul desires and what you have come to experience in this life. A spiritual portal opens. This moon is aligned with a subtle energetic opening that takes place around the solstice. It's as if a cosmic portal has opened up between the visible and invisible worlds, allowing you to communicate more directly with the spiritual origin of your existence. At that moment, you can feel it. Lucid dreams and messages in your sleep. A feeling of déjà vu, or as if you were reliving something you've already experienced. Intense intuitions, as if a part of you knew something without a rational explanation. These are signs that the veil between the worlds is thinning. You are being called to go through this portal, but not with fear, with presence. The archetypal journey of the soul. Q4. We think archetypically. This moon represents the point at which the hero or heroine of the spiritual journey comes face to face with their own shadow. It's the moment of silent confrontation, your unspoken truths, their unhealed pain, their unacknowledged powers. The moon, with its silver light, doesn't judge. It only shows. It only reveals. And in this revelation, you have a choice. Continue anesthetizing yourself with what is safe and predictable, or listen to that cosmic whisper that says, awaken. You didn't come here to live halfway. Connect with your purpose and soul mission. This moon also marks an ideal time to reconnect with your true purpose. It brings up questions such as, what does my soul really want to experience in this lifetime? What am I carrying that no longer belongs to me? How can I serve the world with more awareness and truth? These questions may not have immediate answers, but they are spiritual seeds that the moon activates in you, and which will flourish in the coming cycles. Emotional energy and the call to manifestation. The full moon is a mirror. It reflects the light of the sun, but it also reflects everything we carry inside. During these days, emotions surface more strongly. You may feel nostalgic for something you haven't even experienced. You may find yourself more sensitive to words, gestures, and memories of the past. This isn't weakness, it's the wisdom of your body and soul moving with the rhythm of the moon. This June moon, in particular, is linked to endings and new cycles. It's as if the universe is saying, are you ready to leave the old behind? And at the same time, it whispers, you have more power than you think to co-create the new. That's why these days are ideal for rituals of release and manifestation. Write down what you want to release. Meditate on what you want to attract. Observe the signs that the universe sends. They are no coincidence. Energy is on the move, and those who are awake can feel the call. If the moon rules the tides, it also rules the tides within you. With each full moon, the waters of the inner world are stirred. Forgotten emotions surface, memories emerge from deep within, and something inside you cries out for release or birth. But June's full moon is different. It doesn't just bring up, it directs emotion as a portal of creation. Few people understand that emotion is frequency. What you feel, you vibrate, and what you vibrate, you attract. That's why this full moon comes as a silent call for you to recognize the emotions that sustain your current reality. What have you been feeling repeatedly, even without realizing it? What is the emotion that hides behind your most recurring thoughts? This moon says, what you manifest is not born from what you say you want. It comes from what you feel, even when you're not paying attention. The amplifying force of the full moon. During the full moon, your ability to manifest is intensified because your energy field is more sensitive, more open, and more active. That's why thoughts speed up. That's why synchronicities increase. That's why unresolved decisions resurface. Everything is being reorganized to align you with what is ready to be born, but this requires space. This moon whispers, do you want to manifest something new? Then let go of the old identity. The feminine energy of creation. The moon is the symbol of feminine energy, not in the sense of gender, but in the receptive, intuitive, and gestational power of existence. True creation doesn't come from control. It comes from listening, from feeling, allowing. This moon invites you to silence the external noise. Turn inwards, to welcome what is trying to emerge through you, even if it doesn't yet have a form or a name. The call to conscious manifestation. You are manifesting all the time, consciously or not. But this moon wants you to manifest with intention. It's not about making endless wish lists. It's about getting into a vibrational state of readiness. Signs, dreams and intuitions at full moon. When the moon is full, the invisible world draws closer to the visible world. It's as if portals open silently, and everything that was hidden comes to the surface. Thoughts, emotions, revelations. Have you ever noticed how vivid dreams become these days? As if they carried messages, symbols, clues to something your soul already knows but your mind doesn't yet understand. Science might call it nocturnal brain activity. But on a spiritual level, these dreams are considered direct letters from the soul. Dreaming of water, flying, getting lost, meeting someone again, nothing is by chance. This is the language of the invisible. In addition to dreams, signs begin to appear almost insistently. Number sequences like 1111, 222, 5555, butterflies that cross your path at the exact moment of doubt, words that repeat themselves, even though they come from different sources. You can even try to ignore them. But these signs carry a vibration, a frequency that goes beyond logic and directly touches your energy field. The full moon, especially this June's, has a unique characteristic. It amplifies what is latent. If there are fears, they come to the surface. If there are dormant gifts, they begin to awaken. As a result, you may feel more sensitive, more anxious, more restless. But also more creativity, more synchronicities, and a subtle presence, as if something were by your side, guiding you. Perhaps you've already felt this, presence before going to sleep, or in the silence between one thought and another. It's real. This is a phase in which the universe whispers to the attentive. Intuition becomes stronger. It's when that inner voice, which is usually ignored, starts shouting. And if you ignore it, you'll feel a weight. But if you listen to it, even if you don't understand, you'll feel a sense of relief. A certainty, without explanation. A call. That's the magic of the full moon. It doesn't bring answers with immediate clarity. It delivers keys. But the interpretation, the use, the path, all depend on you. Be present. Silence the external noise and realize everything you need to know will be shown to you, not in words, but in signs. How to channel full moon energy for manifestation and healing. The energy of the full moon is not just a beautiful phenomenon in the sky. It's a mirror that illuminates what's inside you. And when channeled well, it becomes a powerful ally for deep healing and conscious manifestation. But this energy is intense. It can heal or confuse. The difference lies in how you align yourself with it. Below, I share rituals and practices to help you dive consciously into this energy and use it to your advantage. These rituals and practices go far beyond the surface. They are invitations to dive into yourself, feel, and allow the moon's energy to transform you. Ritual of silence and listening. The night of the full moon, or in the 3 days surrounding it, take a moment of total silence. Turn off your devices, turn off artificial lights, light a candle. Sit in a quiet place, preferably under the moonlight or near a window. Close your eyes and just listen. Don't try to control your thoughts, just observe. The moon brings subtle messages, and in stillness they reveal themselves. You may hear a word, feel an image, or just have a physical sensation. It's all energy language. Purification, bath. The full moon expands the auric field, but it also attracts dense energies. Therefore, before manifesting, purify yourself. Boil water with rosemary, lavender, or chamomile. Add a spoonful of coarse salt and wait for it to cool. After your usual bath, pour this water down your neck with intention. Visualize everything that doesn't belong to you being taken away. As the water runs down, repeat mentally, I release what is not mine. I am reborn in my light. Intuitive writing for release and intention. Take pen and paper. Don't type. Write by hand. On the first sheet of paper, write down everything you want to release. Patterns, fears, guilt, people, situations. Be honest, even if it hurts. Then burn the paper safely as a symbol of surrender. On the second sheet of paper, write down with presence what you want to manifest. But write it in the present tense as if it were already real. For example, I am living in peace. I trust the flow of life. I am guided by my purpose. Keep this sheet with you until the next full moon. Meditation with the moon, the circle of light. Sit under the light of the moon, or visualize it clearly. Imagine a circle of white light around you. Inside it, everything, dense, dissolves. Feel this circle expand, touching everything around you. Then visualize what you want to manifest entering that circle. See it, feel it, and give thanks, as if it were already real. This practice strengthens the vibrational field, and everything that is in harmony with your frequency begins to move in your direction. Closing with gratitude and incense. At the end of your ritual, light some sage, myrrh, or Palo Santo incense. Pass it around your body in a circular motion, giving thanks for everything that has been felt, cleansed, released, and manifested. Say out loud or mentally, everything that is mine by divine right is already on its way. Remember, there is no right way to connect with the moon. The most important thing is intention. These practices are paths, but the real ritual happens inside you. Whenever you silence and listen, cleanse and manifest, something changes, even if it is not yet visible to the eye. The moon only reveals it. You are the one who chooses what to do with this light. These practices, when done with presence and truth, create an intense vibrational field around you. It's not just about external rituals, but about recognizing what pulses within you when you allow yourself to be in contact with the invisible. June's full moon doesn't ask for haste. It invites surrender, feeling, and inner rebirth. Why is the June full moon special for the soul? The June full moon, often called the strawberry moon, is the first full moon after the sun passes through the sign of Gemini, a portal that invites us to communicate internally and externally, to clear our thoughts and to transmute ideas into spiritual actions. Energetically, we are at a point in the year where the sun is reaching its peak of light, preparing the ground for the solstice on June 20th or 21. This means that hidden truths become clearer, the veils between the visible and the invisible become thinner, and the soul's call to express itself intensifies. This period activates the laryngeal chakra of communication and the third eye of intuition. Therefore, practices done now have greater potential to clear your path, reveal what was hidden, and align you with the decisions you need to make. Connection with nature's soul cycle. It's as if the earth were whispering, you already know what you need to leave behind. Now it's time to live more truthfully. This moon is the mirror of your soul, and the rituals you do now are not just symbolic. They energetically rewrite your vibrational field for the next 6 months. The full moon represents the apex of energy, the moment when everything overflows. And when we talk about a portal, we're talking about openness, between worlds, between realities, between what we are and what we are becoming. This lunar energy amplifies intentions. Everything you feel, think, and direct at that moment is absorbed by the energy field around you. That's why simple rituals such as lighting a candle, clearly visualizing what you want, writing intentions on paper, are not just symbolic practices, they are acts of creation. The full moon in June opens a passage, a time when the invisible approaches the visible. Don't ignore signs, sensations, and dreams. They are guides. This energy is available to those who align themselves with silence, pure intention, and the desire to manifest not what the ego wants, but what the soul calls for. At this very moment, as you listen to me, the energy of the full moon is already pouring over the earth, silent but powerful, and perhaps you feel it. An inner call, a restlessness that can't be explained but insists on being heard. Don't ignore it. This is the portal. It doesn't appear with a bang. It whispers. Manifestation happens when body, mind, and soul are aligned with a single intention: to allow what is true in you to surface. This is a time to let go of what no longer serves. Silence noise, trust the cycles, and surrender to the flow. The full moon doesn't demand strength from you. It demands surrender. It doesn't demand control. It offers direction. And when you choose to follow this light, you begin to co-create, not only with your desires, but with the universe itself. So, if this message has touched you, it's because you're ready to go through this portal with awareness. Take a deep breath, intend, give thanks, and walk. And if you want to stay aligned with this energy, subscribe to the channel and activate the reminder, because the next video will be a continuation of this journey of manifestation and awakening. The energy is building, and you are exactly where you should be. Gratitude, and see you in the next video.